Wagwan people, it's Mons and I'm back again with another vlog. Um, this vlog is basically just a day-to-day type of thing. I'm doing something fun today. Well, right now I'm in gym gear, cause I need to get these gains. I need to be looking buff. Sorry, let me get this buff. I need to be looking buff, so I'm gonna get them gains. But before gym, I'm gonna go get my nails done because they're looking a bit toe up and make them look on fleek for this evening. And this evening, I'm gonna go. Where am I going? Sorry, I'm gonna go to the Bonfire night, which is basically like a place where you get to watch fireworks. It's like a traditional fireworks day. I don't really know what it's about. Google it, I guess. But I'm gonna go see fireworks and chill with my friend and my mum. And then after that, I'm going out with my friends. So it should all be good, all in all. But thought I'll just say hey for now because gotta introduce it, man. Gotta show you guys what I want. And yeah, I shall get back to you later with more fun, I suppose. See you later, peeps. Hey people! Oh my gosh, the lighting is horrible. Right, it's a bit better. Hi! I wanted to take you guys to see the fireworks, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen because my friend's really late. Late people be late people. So we're gonna see if we can make it, but I'm not sure we will. I don't know how long the display lasts, and it starts at 8. And it's time now. It is 6 minutes to 8, and I don't live far from it, but there's mad traffic, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, if not, then maybe I'll just show you like the Bonfire sites or something, and something different maybe. Hopefully that is better. But I can actually hear some fireworks now, so let's see if I can. Oh, that's pretty. Look. Ooh. Oh, there. Woo! That looks nice. Wow. Wow. That was amazing. Okay, I'm done. You should have seen that. That was sick, Yeah, I don't know who it was, but it wasn't Black Keith, because Black Keith would be much bigger, but it was out over there. The person went in. They actually went in with what they did. Sent me a picture of the traffic. And she's stuck in traffic. I don't know what to do. What should I do? The problem is, I don't want to be a thing where I go to somebody and I say like, oh yeah, can you just wait outside my house while I'm watching the fireworks? But my mom's looking at me like, should we just say that? But it's like, it started, it's 8. And I told her to come here. I told her that I wanted to get there for 7:30, and she still come late. And I know it's traffic and that, but just come here earlier. Get here earlier. What do we do? You are half of the decision in regards to this. Should we leave, Julie? Or should we go? What should I say? You got dressed up in that as well.
We don't see
Then what are we supposed to do? We got what? To be fair, this is my makeup for this evening, so I didn't waste it. But what about you? I'm gonna message her and I'm gonna ask Because she sent me a photo, like, with the traffic. Oh, no. Look. Where is that? Is that New Cross? We need to tap into our Thailand side and stop trying to stop doing this black people business thing. Because... What do you mean? Like, it's a real thing. It's real struggles out here.
That's why I find it funny.
She needs to stop going on these black people timing or the blood clot time, because really and truly, this isn't the first time where I've had a situation and, oh, it's better that way. Yeah, it's not the first time I've had a situation where Julie's been stuck in traffic and we basically just cancelled the plans. It's happened more than once. So I'm just like... And she just doesn't care. She didn't want to go anyway. You see, I'm just surrounded with people who don't want me to progress in life.
I do. It's just that it was cold outside.
It's cold. We live in London.
Look, I got my scarf on, people, you know.
Ooh.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Maybe we just stay here.
Yeah.
Get some wine, get turned.
Yeah, in here. I'm already turned, so. But yeah.
No, that was nice.
This child is something else.
I just wanted to see fireworks, you know, simple fireworks, and they come and acting like this. I don't understand, like, it's not that deep, but to be honest, we're going to stay here, we're going to just look at the fireworks, because it's much more simpler, but yeah, that's it. Oh, there's Jules.
Aww.
Speaking of the devil. No, maybe not. I think that's Julie. Yeah. Julie! Oh. Hey people, so I've got an update, basically. I take back everything I said. It's not Julie's fault. She can be late at times, but this situation is literally because New Cross Road in Lewisham, in London, is just shit, right? Everybody knows this, and the traffic on there is just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? I'm gonna rant because I want these people, Lewisham Borough, to sort out this traffic and this nonsense. Why on earth should she be still stuck in traffic after all this time? My girl's probably been in the same spot for like 20 minutes, and I don't understand why. Like, it's ridiculous. Get him bloody pissed off. She's pissed off. I'm pissed off. Everyone's blood clot pissed off. It's just, just annoying. But I am kind of happy that I've seen fireworks. But she wanted to see it too. You know, it's bloody annoying and bloody cold outside. I wanted to be outside just to get some air in that. But waiting for her. At this point, I'm just feeling to go eat some food. You know, because I'm hungry, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. God, fuck all this. Ah! He broke my back. Are you gonna make mac and cheese then? Well, at least we tried. I'm always trying though. Nothing ever goes right in my life.
You're always trying, trust me. You try so much.
Yes, that's the problem. I try a lot, and my life is just fucked up. I try, you know, do nice things in that. See, this is gonna be like a little video basically explaining how I lost my camera. And people thinking, you lost your camera but you're recording, how's that possible? Well, it's a long story and I'm happy to share it because I've been thinking I want to do a story time for a while, and then I was just like, yeah, this is like the best thing I could possibly talk about because it's current and I'm not going to be forgetting any parts of the story, well, hopefully not. So yeah, shall be interesting. Give me a thumbs up if you think that it's funny or you just think this girl's life is crazy, which it is. And yeah, you know, I'm just going to accept it for it is. So yeah, basically what's happened is obviously I tried to do something nice and I tried to like do a vlog about Bonfire night. which I generally love. I've been through a few bonfire nights where I've gone outside and had the fireworks and all that stuff basically, and it's lovely. It's a great thing to see, but it's always ridiculously cold in London on that particular night, because it's obviously coming up to December, and December usually, November to about February in London tends to be very cold. Sometimes, depending on the year, it might be more colder over a long period of time. So yeah, but usually around bonfire night it's just ridiculously cold. And on this particular night, which was last week Saturday, it was basically very cold, ridiculously cold outside. But I was still looking forward, to going to bonfire, and as you can see from the video. And it just became a thing where obviously, like, my friend Julie, she holds her hands up high. After speaking to her and stuff, she was outside of London, and she had travelled earlier to make sure she could avoid traffic, but she still got caught in traffic, and that meant that she was later than she was supposed to be. So by the time she got to me, I don't even know what time it was, like, there was no point in going. So, thankfully I was able to see a few fireworks, but pretty much I wasn't able to see the whole, bonfire night, fireworks here, there, everywhere, yeah. I wasn't able to have that experience, but it's not like I haven't experienced it before, but I wanted you guys to experience it with me. So, hopefully next year I'll be able to do it. Thumbs up, hopefully, if that happens. But, yeah, so obviously that happened. Silence, don't want it to ruin the video. Okay. Yeah, so that happened, and then following on from that, it basically became a thing where things just weren't going as right as these were supposed to go. Like, my friend Julie was stuck in traffic for maybe 30 or 40 minutes after the last video. She finally arrived, and we ate food and stuff like that, and we were just having chill time before we was getting ready to go out. So obviously after our chill time, we got ready, and then we prepared to go out. As we were going out, I was rushing a bit. I had my camera with me. My camera was in this little bag that I have. It's not a very secure bag, if I'm honest. I'm actually going to get rid of it and get a better satchel bag, because that bag is just, evidently, it's not the best bag to carry stuff around in. So yeah, I carried my camera in that bag. I was rushing. My friend had gone, and I said, can you please just go into the taxi and wait so that the driver doesn't go away? But she went there, and I was rushing. I had the keys, I had the camera, I had all different types of things, my phone as well. And obviously I put it all in my bag, and I rushed off, and I went out of the house. I was in a taxi now. My friend kept complaining, saying that it smelled, but I couldn't really smell anything too tough. And I also argue and say that because I'm so used to public transportation, I'm just used to smelling shit around me. So that's just the reality of the situation. I didn't really smell anything funny. So obviously, actually, a key thing I need to remember to add is that I was a little bit tipsy, but not ridiculously drunk or anything like that. Obviously, it came to a point where we was at the venue, then we exited the car, and we walked up to the venue, and as we walked up to the venue, which is Scala in London, for those who are aware of Scala, my friend, I wasn't actually meant to go out. I was meant to be in my house, just chilling, doing nothing really. And my friend's friend was ill, so I took her place, and she had VIP tickets. Now the VIP guaranteed. I say guaranteed because it said guaranteed on it, on the side, thanks. Guaranteed queue jump, food, and I think that's it. Yeah, so it was queue jump and food. What the food was, I don't know. But yeah, food and queue jump. So as we walked there, we know Scala very well because we go to these raves called Circa Frenzy. So we go there, so we're used to Scala and how they do their queue system. So obviously VIP is usually on the side, and then the regular general queue is the side now. Thankfully we weren't in the general queue, because people who are all the way at the back, good lord, good luck to them, because I don't know what time they would have entered the club. That is their own prerogative. But if I'm honest, I'm going to complain about the VIP thing, because what I saw that night, I've never seen at any Circa Frenzy event. there's never been a queue in VIP. I was in the queue for an hour. We and Julie were in the queue for an hour at this rave, and I said, I don't understand, why is there a queue when the VIP is a queue jump? It didn't make any sense to me. Why should I be in the queue if she's paid to skip the queue? I don't understand. What is the purpose of a queue jump if I'm not jumping the queue, but I'm standing and I have to jump on the spot while I'm in queue? I don't understand. Is that what you meant by queue jump? Because That's what I'm understanding from it, because I was in that queue for an hour when it's like 9 degrees outside and I was freezing my tits off. I don't understand that, so Scarlett needs to come and correct that, because that isn't okay. So we was in the queue for an hour, and when we got nearer to the queue, a madness started happening. Like one guy like got dragged to the floor and stuff, and I was just thinking, and they closed the doors, and I was just like, I'm right at the front, like I've been outside for an hour, why am I now waiting because some people want to act up? That is their business. Go and act up around the corner. I don't care what you do, I just want to get inside. It's freezing, I want to drink, and I just want to enjoy myself. Been outside for an hour now, come on. So, yeah, so obviously we was at the front, and you know, doors reopened, we got through. Now, as we were going through, like, I checked my bag, like the little satchel dysfunctional bag that I had, and at the time it didn't really like reside with me that well, but I realised that it was more empty than I would have thought it would be. So I was thinking, this is a bit light. So yeah, obviously, you know, that happened, and then I went on with my friend. We went to the club. Obviously, we enjoyed ourselves. We had a brilliant time. The club was great. You know, they had different genres of music, which was great, because I'm just kind of used to having the same thing all the time. They had house, and then they had hip hop, and they had R&B, they had bashment or dancehall, if that's what you know it as, and all these different type of things. So it was just great. It was a really good time. And the VIP room was literally the only place that had air conditioning, and it wasn't packed in there. Although there was no food, I saw the remnants of a sandwich somewhere lying on the side, and I was like, wow, okay, that's no food for me then. So yeah, that happened. But you know, it came to a point where obviously we left the rave, and you know, obviously as we left the rave, I was pretty tipsy by then. We got in another Uber, went home, ate a bit of food, and I went to sleep. So when I was in the club, or at that point when I checked my bag and I felt like it was a bit light, I said to myself, okay, so possibly, not even possibly, at the time I said it's at home. The camera was at home. I was rushing to get the camera in my bag and all that type of stuff, so I probably left it at home on my bed. So that's the last time I remembered it being. But obviously not. I must have been a little bit more tipsy than I thought I was. So obviously I wasn't really thinking when I got home to check my bag or check my room to see if it was there. Like when I got home, it wasn't on the bed, but I wasn't thinking, hey, let's check the whole house to see where the camera is. I ate and I went straight to sleep because I had a bit of a headache. So I went straight to sleep. I woke up the next day and I was looking on my phone and stuff, and then it just like a little light bulb went ding, like ding, literally blinged in my head, and I was just like, oh my god, my camera! So I literally got up, and then I just started searching the whole house. And when I searched probably maybe like an hour and a half, and it got to a point where I realised, shit, I've lost my camera. Now the odds were that it was either at my house or I left it in the cab, and you know, it came to a point where I realised I left it in the cab. You know, my friend Julie, she went to me and she said there was a time when we was in the cab where she heard something drop, and she was searching around for something. She was searching around, she thought she dropped something, but it was actually me. It ended up being me that dropped something, and I didn't even realise, I wasn't paying attention. So I dropped my camera in the taxi. So the first thing I did immediately was look at Uber's like policy. So obviously the driver, no offense to people who aren't English speakers, like English is their first language, but he didn't really understand things when I was asking him for stuff in the taxi. So if I'm honest, I wasn't necessarily like that hopeful that I would get this, so I knew that it would be a bit of a struggle, because he said that I needed to contact him. So I called him now, the first time, he picked up. I was trying to explain to him the situation, he hung up. That was the first thing that pissed me off. I said, is this man a prick? Like, why is he hanging up on me? So I called again, I was calling, it just kept ringing out, and I was thinking, fuck, like, I've actually lost my camera, this guy's going to steal my camera. So that happened, and then I don't know, I just kept calling, and then he picked up at one point. I explained the situation, and then he was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to search when I get in the car, and then I'll contact the Uber office. So like, yeah, so I just waited. At that point I was down, like I was just like, shit, like I've actually fucked up and I've lost this camera, and you know, I planned to get a new one because this camera was pretty shit, like it was very cheap, like 100 quid. And I'm definitely going to get a new camera soon and get a much more expensive one, better quality. But it's just the fact that I wanted the footage that was on the camera, which is very frustrating. So yeah, where was I now? Yeah, so obviously I just kind of thought that I was going to get the camera back. And you know, I just made it a thing where I contact Uber. Like me, I'm the type of person where I'll email you, I'll text you, I'll phone you, any type of communication, I'll do it. So I emailed Uber, I did all types of stuff for the help thing, and then they basically said, well, I said to them, it's been 24 hours now, can you please contact the driver? Because they say after 24 hours, if something's missing, they will contact the driver for you, on your behalf, they'll contact the driver. So I asked them to do that, they did. Then a day or so, I think it was the day after, they literally contacted me and they said they had it, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, wow, okay. When he wasn't answering the phone, I threatened him and I said, you need to contact me as soon as possible because you have my item, I believe, and I would like to know if it's in the back of your car. If you don't contact me, then I'll contact the police, blah, blah, blah. I was just threatening him because I wanted him to give me back my camera because I knew it was in there. But there was likelihood that if someone else had found it who picked up an Uber, that they could have took it or whatever. There was all different types of odds that could have happened really, but because it's a really compact camera and because it probably fell behind a seat or something, it was a big car as well, I just feel like it was likely that it could have been found. So yeah, obviously Uber contacted me. They basically asked me for my address, all this type of stuff, a day and time that they want me to deliver it. So I asked them to deliver it today, which is Friday, and they delivered it, and it came, and all my footage is still there, and it's working fine, and it's great. So I'm so happy that I have this camera. This will be here. But you know what? I genuinely believe that this whole thing happened, one, because I'm quite clumsy and silly, and two, I need a better camera. Like I had been debating getting a new one, but obviously they are quite expensive. But because this channel is growing so well and it's doing pretty well, I just thought maybe I'll just actually take it a bit more seriously and get a better camera, which I will be doing in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, pretty much that's the story. That's why I wasn't able to record me going out. That's why I wasn't able to record a lot of things, because I actually lost my camera, but I found it again. Yay! So yeah, I'm excited. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's made you laugh. And pretty much, you know, if you wanna follow me on Instagram, go right here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, go right here. If you want to see me on Snapchat and my crazy stuff on Snapchat, go up here. And I think that's about it really. Hopefully you guys like to see more of me, and hopefully there's more of me to give around. So yeah, I shall speak to you all later. Oh, and hopefully you've liked my first story time.